All right, we are live. All right, we're live. First of all, I'm excited. Dang, one of my co-hosts dropped right as soon as we go live. I mean, that's just how it is, ain't it? That's life, ain't it? But anyway, we're excited. I'm so happy. I mean, it's the kick to the playoffs. It's the push to the playoffs. That's our theme of this week, push to the playoffs. We got a nice, quick, condensed show. I got an echo coming from somebody.
I got my headset on. I'm not sure.
Okay, I don't got it now. Well, I still got it, but we're gonna work through it. Anyway, I got a quick. I want to wish everybody a happy New Year, prosperous. We trying to go bigger, better. Life goals in 2024. Blessings to everybody, jobs, everything. Well, getting back to it, this is an exciting time. We got one more week. We got one more week to settle who's in, who's out, who's the hots and who's the nots. So, we had a good weekend this weekend when it came to the football. I hope everybody had a great New Year. How was your weekend? Whoever wanted to go, you can go. How was your weekend?
My weekend was all right. I mean, I'm sitting here with my youngest daughter, spending this last day with her before I put her on the plane back to Texas tomorrow. So I can't complain. I'm blessed to be able to spend Christmas with her and New Year.
I know that's right.
Yeah, same here, man. It was great, and I was able to spend time with family and seeing a bunch of classmates I hadn't seen in a while that was home while I was there, and you know what I'm saying, and excited about getting into a new year or whatever. See what this year gonna bring.
Okay, and with me, I was just blessed to spend it with family. I was with family yesterday. My goddaughter / your baby, she was born on the 1st 4 years ago. So we had she had a party yesterday. It was good to be around everybody, to spend time with the kids and all of that. Now, since we got all our housekeeping out the way, let's get to what we seen this weekend. There was some great games this weekend. There was some hits, some misses, and since I got a little feedback on our condensed show last week, everybody liked the way we was more off the cuff, not so structured. So I'm gonna be throwing some curveballs. Nah, this ain't a baseball podcast, so we're gonna be doing some squib kicks this weekend. So y'all be on your toes. I got something exciting for us. Okay. When it comes to that, we're gonna jump right into it because we do want to do a condensed. We don't want to hold everybody. We know that people still is just trying to get back from these holidays and all of that. I mean, we're gonna try to keep it short and sweet, and we're gonna be more non-traditional than what we usually are. It's just to keep people, keep people on their toes. So with that being said, I'm gonna jump right into the player of the week. Who y'all give the player of y'all week to?
My player of the week is my main man, CeeDee Lamb. 13 receptions, 227 yards, a touchdown, and he's now officially the most yards by a Cowboy in a season. He broke that record or whatever, and you know what I'm saying? He's my player of the week.
He was very impressive. He was impressive. I watched that game. He was so impressive that I almost felt like y'all were gonna get a game away by going to him so much. At certain times, you got to use him as a decoy so your offense can flow a little better. Did you get that feeling that at one point they threw him the ball 3 straight times and then had to punt? So sometimes it was working in y'all favor and sometimes it wasn't.
That's a fact.
Okay. What about you, Lou?
I would say the same thing. CeeDee Lamb. It did feel forced. I think they tried to do it because the Jerry Jones, not Jerry Jones, but the head coach being into the Ring of Fame. I think they tried to make all that special occasion. That's why they went that way about going about doing it. And it did seem forced because, like I remember that 3-and-out, and I was like, well, I mean, there's other players. I mean, are y'all shooting for the playoffs, or y'all just trying to make them break the record? Which one I ain't understanding for a minute, and then after a while it kind of dialed back, and it looked like they started getting back to business. But he's my same one. He's my player of the week.
I want to get back to that, but I'm gonna give my player of the week. My player of the week is Lamar Jackson. 5 touchdowns, 18 for 21, and had a perfect QBR rating. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, and 321 yards. And it was a meaningful game because people are talking like the Dolphins are, one of the top teams, in which they just made it in my top 5 about 2 weeks ago. Y'all all know how I feel about the Dolphins. But when it comes to that, I think Lamar Jackson, showed there are levels to this game. So that's my player of the week. Now, getting back to that Dallas, I do think Dallas got away with one. I think they got away with one because of that 2-point conversion. I still, from the life of me, if you go up to the referee and you tell him that you a receiver, you eligible, then you catch the pass and then they deem you ineligible. But it is what it is. I didn't have no dog in the fight, so I didn't care. Because I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think Lions records, they deserve to be as high as they are, because a lot of games that they should win, they lose. They lost some games that they got blew out of, some games that they shouldn't have got blown out of. They won a couple games that they should. I just, for the life of me, can't tell why their record is that high.
Right.
But
on just bouncing off what you just said or whatever. There was first, let me say, yes, the referee did stink that up. That was a missed call on him. And another thing, it goes back to clock management with Mike McCarthy, because on the drive right before that, the Cowboys got a first down to try to run the clock out, and a penalty was thrown on a tripping call when it was actually the Detroit Lions that tripped my man instead of the Dallas Cowboys. So we get that first down, we run the clock out anyway, and Detroit don't get the ball back. And then on top of that or whatever, the Detroit Lions, they tried to trick the Cowboys and ended up tricking the referees by sending 3 linemen up there to them. See what it was? They tried to send 3 linemen up to the referee, so the Cowboys would know who the eligible receiver was going to be, and the referee automatically assumed that it was number 70 because he was the one that had been running in as the eligible receiver the whole time. So they tricked the referee, and he blew it. But this part of the game, they've been screwing up all year. Each week we somebody fan base been complaining about the referees blowing a lot of games or whatever. We've been the benefit of some, and you know what I'm saying. And
you lost some because I remember you were telling me about all of those that deep where y'all got those 15 penalties that game, and I think who was it? The Eagles never got one. Not won the whole game. So I mean, ball don't lie.
I'm still crying about the year we should have been going to the Super Bowl when Dez Bryant caught that ball and dove in the end zone, and they script was that year.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking? When I seen Lamb, I was like, why they don't have number 88 retired? Why didn't they retire Michael Irvin jersey? But didn't Dez Bryant have that jersey too?
Yeah.
So I mean, y'all been having some awesome 88s, man.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say something about that Dez Bryant one. Like, well, it's not even nothing bad to say. If you look at how the rule book say now, That's a touchdown. That's
It
touchdown.
was
He
it was a
possessed the
touchdown
ball.
back then too.
He made a football move and dove for the end zone. As soon as that ball broke the plane, touchdown.
It's
Because
been like that since.
look
But
at how many people do it now, and they lose the ball before they even make contact with the ground, and they already throwing up their hands touchdown. So
but that's
it's
been a
crazy.
play. That's been that since I'm 43 years old. As long as I can remember football, as long as it break the plane, that's a touchdown. I don't care if it's just a doggone a whisker of the nose of it. If I remember correctly, he caught the ball, landed. He was getting up and used the ball. He was using the ball as leverage to get up off the ground, and the ball came out of his hand as he was getting up through the end zone. And they're gonna call that a touchback or something crazy.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
We're gonna keep it.
we'll see if that curse get broken. Because, like I said, I can't say Cowboys going to the Super Bowl because I hear it every year until I see them get past that first round curse. They've been in that first round curse since that one play. So we'll see.
All right, hold your horses. Don't let's not take everything I got in my bag of tricks today, right here in the first 10 minutes. Slow down. I got you. We got we're gonna touch a little bit of those bases. So we're gonna go right into your game of the week. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. My game of the week was the same thing with my pick of the week. I put Lamar Jackson's and as my game of the week. I'm putting his game. I mean, there was a measuring stick, just like you had Dallas playing the Lions as kind of a measuring stick with who is who and what is what. And then the week before, you had Lamar Jackson playing the 49ers. You also had something to prove with the Miami Dolphins playing Lamar Jackson and them, seeing if we can match up speed with speed, D with D. And what we end up doing is getting us a really great game when it comes to getting us a really good game when it comes to that game. So my game of the week is Lamar Jackson. Hey Jay, say something. I might have muted you. Let me see if I can hear you. Dang. All right, let me try to fix you, man.
I'm here.
Okay. Good. So my game of the week was the Ravens versus Miami. What was y'all game of the week?
No, just like with you, mine was my Cowboys versus Detroit. You know, Detroit stuck around and played a very good game or whatever, and you know what I'm saying. Even after the missed call that a lot of people been talking about, Detroit still had an opportunity, like I think 2 more chances to get that 2-point conversion. One of them, they had I think it was the running
penalty
back ran a little flat and was wide open, and Goff just missed him, you know, and it had me on the edge of my seat, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Close game, 20-19. It was my game of the week.
Okay. What about you, Lou?
I say my game of the week, same game. I look at it like in the college playoff. You know, I want that tough game. I want that game that's gonna have you at the edge of the seat to the very end. And it was the Cowboys and Lions. You know, I mean, that game they could have easily after that first penalty kick the field goal and win the overtime. For him to go back again, kept you at the edge of your seat. He was like, hey, I can't turn the channel. I can't blink. I got to figure out if they're gonna win or lose at this point. And it just kept going back and forth. If I was the Lions coach, personally, I mean, he has a dog mentality. We gonna win or lose. I ain't going to no ties. We win or lose. So I give them respect for any and utmost. Give them respect. They came up short. We're gonna see what they do next week. Yeah, it cost them their first and second round, or they first or second in their division. But hey, they like, you know what? We're gonna try to do what we can do.
I ain't kidding. That's what I said. That Lions coach got balls bigger than all 4 hours combined. I said, yo, this
You
dude
right
is
about
playing Madden.
right
You
about
think he
that.
playing Madden right now?
See,
They
my
was
thing
tripping, man.
is, for the life of me, I kind of understand. He wanted to get out of there unscathed. Maybe he didn't want to go in the extra quarter to get, perhaps an injured player or something. He just wanted to, I'm a winner to lose it. I'm already in the playoffs. It is what it is. And I don't think he was playing for home field advantage anyway. So instead of stretching that game out, he just tried to win it. You got to think, Dallas averaged 40-something in their home stadium this year. They was held to 20. So it was only a matter of time for that offense to wake up. He didn't want to wake y'all up in that fifth quarter. That's what I think.
I think he had them on their heels. You got to look at that last drive. Cowboys were in prevent defense, and I'm like, why aren't y'all trying to attack the quarterback? He marched down that field like it was butter on a hot butter knife going through butter. He just went all the way down like it wasn't nothing. And then think about it. They went for the 2-point, got it, but then of course they called it back. And then he just kept going at it because he had that confidence that, hey, we either gonna win or lose. Yes, he was still playing for the first round, but he has that dog in him. He's like, hey, I'm either gonna win or lose. He said, if we lose, we just want to climb out of a hole, being third in the division, playing in the wild card slot or what. But we're gonna take the chance. I'm gonna keep fighting. That's his attitude.
So Jay, who were your player of the week and your game of the week?
And pretty much everybody been saying the same thing, which is the same as mine. Player of the week, CeeDee Lamb, of course, with breaking our Irvin record. And we're gonna see how far he go from there. Like Irvin said he won. When he got hit, broke the record. He won the Super Bowl at the same time. And we're gonna see if CeeDee Lamb and my Cowboys can do the same thing. If he broke the record, let's see if we're gonna go on and get that ring.
Okay, all right. Now, I'm throwing y'all a little curveball this week, okay? So bear with me. The feedback from last week was like they liked the way we freestyle, so I'm freestyling this week. So I got a couple questions. Then we'll get to our top 5 when we get to our picks. The questions, I'm gonna wait till everybody get back because I want to explain it once.
I'm here. I'm just doing some moving around, but I'm here.
Okay. All right. My questions is like this. No, this is what we'll do. We'll go ahead into the top 5 and then we'll go through this because the first question has to do with our top 5. So I'm going to give you the first question and then you give me your top 5. The first question is, in your top 5, which teams you think going to make it to the divisional championship from your top 5, 6, or 10, whatever? We do top 5, so I'm leaving it at top 5. In your top 5, rate the teams who you think will get to the divisional championship. Now, with that being said, my top 5 is the Ravens at 1, 49ers at 2, Bills at 3, Browns at 4, Cowboys at 5. So with that being said, my top 4 teams, and I don't even know what division they are in. I might have all my 5 teams might be coming from the AFC or the NFC. I don't even know because I didn't even do that research. But I do have Ravens at one of the divisional championship that's going to be in the divisional championship game. I have the 49ers. I have the Bills. And it's a toss-up between the Cowboys and the Browns with me. But I don't even know if I don't even know if that division is right, though, to be honest with you. But that's my top 4. That if in a correct universe, if I just pick 2 AFC teams and 2 NFC teams, I'm giving the Ravens and the 49ers, the Bills, and possibly the Cowboys. But I can flip-flop See, but you can't put the Browns because the Browns and Ravens, they in the same division. So they wouldn't be playing for a divisional championship. They'll meet before that. So so it's gonna have to be the Cowboys. All right. Who want to go next?
I had to do some figuring too, but right now I got the Ravens at 1. I got the 49ers at 2. I got my Cowboys at 3. I got the Browns at 4. And I like the direction the Chiefs are going in. I'm going to put them at 5. I think something about Pat Mahomes, Andy Reid, and when that playoffs start, even though they've been struggling offensively all year, their defense has been great the whole season. I think that the Chiefs are going to figure something out, and it's going to end up being Chiefs versus Ravens for the AFC. And I think it'll be the 49ers versus Cowboys in the NFC.
Okay, I got one question. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hog the mic. You don't think the Bills, they got double-digit wins? They got double-digit wins.
Them wins is deceiving. The Bills still ain't turned over that leaf yet or whatever. They just skated by the Patriots this week or whatever the Patriots should have been. Then the game before that, they just skated by the Chargers. These teams is trash that they beat. The same thing
winners
you've been
win
saying all year about all the other teams. Let's talk about the quality of team they're playing.
Oh boy, y'all use my ammunition against me, boy.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Right there.
They are one trick pony.
Yes, Lord. They ran the ball one time the whole year. That was against us. That was a fluke, man. And then couldn't move the ball the very next week against the Chargers.
Winners win.
Well, yeah.
True.
Winners win.
Okay.
I mean, Cowboys are winners. They won last week. Winners win. You can't. Winners win, man. Yeah, you beat the teams that you beat them to. I mean, we all know that the Bills play up to their competition and down to their competition. I've been saying that all year long.
Yeah, you have.
So it does not surprise me that the Patriots play them good, because that's what the Bills do. They play up to their competition, down to their competition. Now they need to work on that, but yeah, winners win.
That's
all right.
Okay.
So who want to go next with that topic?
I'll go next. My top 5 will be Ravens, Dolphins, Browns, Chiefs, and the 49ers. And if I had to have 6, it'd be the Cowboys. I'm putting them in there as well because all those teams are hitting. As far as division, I got the Ravens against the Chiefs. I got the 49ers coming out of the NFC from the Western Division, but it all depends on who has home field advantage between the Eagles and the Cowboys. And I think whoever has home field advantage, I believe is going to play the 49ers in the division.
Okay, I got some pushback. You got the Dolphins at 2, and they don't lost 3 straight.
Okay.
They shouldn't even be in the top 5. They don't lost 3 in a row.
Okay. I agree.
They lost 3 in a row.
I agree with you. Still put them in the top 5.
And guess how many they gonna lose? And guess it's gonna be 4 in a row because they play the Bills next week.
And they going down. Hey, the Bills going down. That one trick pony. They gonna stop that run.
Bills were the first one.
All he gonna do is try to throw that ball to Diggs, and it's gonna get shut down.
That's all they do.
Bills showed every team this year how to beat the Dolphins.
Wait till we do our picks. Don't worry about it. I'm picking the fins up. I'm picking the fins.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But I want to let you know that everybody that played the Dolphins after the Bills beat them has used their game plan to beat the Dolphins. And let's keep this all in order. Since we're going there, let's keep this all in order. How many teams have the Dolphins won? How many teams have the Dolphins beat?
Teams worthy?
No. Don't guess my question, because I'm about to drop a bomb. How many teams have the Dolphins beat with a winning record this year? Hold on. I'll wait.
Hold on, I can tell you. Hold on.
I can tell you too. They 0-5. They was 0-3 when they played. They was 0-3 when they played the Cowboys. Because the Cowboys was 1-4 playing against winning teams. Now the Cowboys, they don't beat some winning teams now. They beat the Dolphins, so that made them
Nah,
3.
the Dolphins beat us.
The Dolphins beat y'all.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, so y'all won and 4 then.
But you
Even
said
The
though-
Dolphins won.
even though
you
we
said on
should've
any given Sunday or Monday.
Since we were talking about referees earlier, the doggone dude had CeeDee Lamb whole hind part out, and they didn't call the pass interference.
I thought y'all beat the Dolphins. Y'all didn't beat the Dolphins.
No. So who won? The referees again.
So the Dolphins. So that if Dallas didn't beat the Dolphins, that means that they are 1-4.
But you
No,
just said the Cowboys
they-
were 1-5.
But still, I'm talking about the Dolphins. I'm talking about the Dolphins. Let's not talk about the Cowboys, right?
We're 1-5, but what do they reckon now?
The Dolphins only beat one team with a winning record this year, and it was the Cowboys. They just got blew out by the Ravens by almost 40 last weekend.
But how many teams truly had a definitive winning record this year?
No.
Yes, it was. In the Baltimore division, you had the Ravens, the Browns, the Steelers, and Cincinnati. Their whole division got a winning record. Now the other divisions in the North, South, East, and West, they might have one team with a winning record, maybe 2 teams. But the Ravens division, their whole entire team got a winning record. I don't know about now Cincinnati. They might be 65% or 50%. They might end up being 50% because they probably lose this last game too.
Yeah, they dumpster juice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So they might end up with a losing record. But as of 2 weeks ago, that division was the only division that every last one of their teams, because I picked them as the best division, and every last one of their teams had a winning record. The Steelers, it was Ravens, the Browns, then it was Cincinnati, then it was Steelers, but they all had a winning record. But getting back to that, what about you, Jay? What's your 5?
My 5, I got Baltimore, San Fran, Cleveland, Dallas, and Detroit.
Well, y'all ain't giving my Bills no kind of love, man. We winning.
Your Bills still behind the Dolphins. I got the Dolphins coming in
Me
at number
too.
6.
Me too. I got the Dolphins ahead on.
I got Dolphins ahead of y'all.
Y'all tripping.
And I told with putting the Dolphins in at number 5, but they got blew out so bad, so I couldn't get them.
I mean, y'all tripping right now. The Bills are hottest team. They done won like 7 in a row. They the hottest team.
The Bills won the game. Y'all still behind the Dolphins though. Let's see.
Them jokers, look, them jokers in week 10 had counted us out of the playoffs. We won every game since then. We won 6 in a row. Come on, y'all. Y'all can't hate. Winners win.
Y'all still ain't in the playoffs. Y'all still ain't all the way in the playoffs.
Oh, we already in there, buddy. We the 5th seed. No, we like the 5th seed. No, we the 5th seed because we the 5th seed. We might even get us a home game. What you talking about, cuz?
Nah, you ain't getting no.
Yeah, if you got those referees, you will.
Sure. We will. If we beat Miami, we climbing up to 4th. We in the playoffs. We already know.
Kelly, y'all gonna lose by 10 points.
The boys trash, man.
Okay.
10
I
points.
don't know how they in the playoffs. I know how.
Winners win.
They got lucky.
No.
All right. This is my
mysterious ways.
next knuckleball.
But I'm gonna throw you a knuckleball.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Philly. Philly gonna beat San Fran, and we're gonna end up playing. The Cowboys gonna play Philly in the NFC, and it's gonna be Baltimore and KC.
I don't know. I don't think Philly offense is kicking enough to even make it past.
Philly. See,
Ain't Philly undefeated at home?
Philly gonna end up playing 49ers before we do. They're gonna beat the 49ers, and it's gonna be Philly and Cowboys, Ravens, KC.
My thing is, I don't think I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, see this. I'm gonna go into the next thing then. The next thing is, winners win, pretenders pretend. Winners win, Bills. Pretenders pretends, the Dolphins. Who is your winners win and pretenders out of y'all top 5 or out of a top 10?
Hey, my winners wins. I say the Ravens. Winners win.
Exactly. They find a way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So who in your top 5 or 10 is a pretender? Let's just say if we freeze the time right now and we know who's the top 6 or 7 that's in the playoffs, who is the most likely one to lose their first game?
I say the Browns.
I don't think so with the Browns. I would say the Dolphins.
Who's the quarterback? Flacco, right?
Top 10, Flacco been killing them.
I give it to him.
Flacco been killing them. Top 10,
that old man will fall short though.
Top 10, it'll be somebody like the Texans, but that's if you're going team.
Well, I'm talking about who made the playoff. They ain't gonna make the playoff. I'm talking about who. So let's just say right now we got the Ravens in the playoffs, the 49ers in the playoffs, the Bills in the playoffs, the Browns in the playoffs, the Cowboys in the playoffs, Detroit is in the playoffs.
You said the first to fall short, right?
Yeah.
The Browns.
I'm talking about. What about you, Johnny?
The Bills.
The Bills? Oh, y'all right. What about you, Mitchell?
Yeah, I know this one sound funny coming from me.
You better not. You better not.
The team out of my top 5 that's most likely to fall short is my own team, the Cowboys.
Oh.
And it's not because of it's coaching for me. Because the way it'll be McCarthy's fault, not the team's fault. That clock management is so important, man. It's just so important. I just see him doing something to cause us a game or whatever by not doing, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I said
it's coaching that will screw us because I think that everybody else got a better coach than we do.
That's why I said it.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Mitchell.
That's why I said out of the NFC East, that's why I picked the Cowboys and the Eagles, and depending on who got home court or home field advantage, whoever got home field advantage is gonna win. Mike McCarthy, he'll make the right calls at home, but away in Philly, I don't think
so, Mitch, with Cowboys. Because y'all gonna have at least one home field advantage. Y'all score at least 40 points in y'all stadium. Y'all play lights out of y'all stadium.
That's if they get home field advantage.
Home field, I didn't think about that now. Home field is a different monster, yeah.
Now, with me, I think y'all talking about the Browns. I'm thinking about how great the Browns defense is with those doggone defensive ends and them linebackers coming hard. I don't think the Browns is an easy out. I think if anything, the Browns will be the one that beat the Ravens. I don't want it to happen, but I think that would happen. They already beat them one time this year.
So that'll be the upset.
But I'm thinking Detroit. I don't think Detroit is good as what people think they are. I don't think Miami is good as what people think they are. I know y'all attacking me talking about the Bills and this and that, but I think that Miami, I think it's a lot of, if you are not a good team, they win the games that they win, they lose the games that they shouldn't win. The up and down Detroit where they win one game and then they get blown out like they got blown out on Thanksgiving by the Patriots or somebody like that. They scored 3 points. The Patriots scored about 40 on them, or whoever they played. It was the Packers. You see what I'm saying? I think so. I'm looking at more like the Dolphins or Detroit myself. Now, my next question is, what team you think is peaking at the right time to make a run for the playoffs? Again, I'm picking my Bills. They got the longest winning streak in right now.
Questions, boy, I tell you. Well, you
no.
He sat back and loading questions so he can answer himself.
Nah, I do. I mean, I can pick the Ravens. The Ravens is one. The Ravens peaking at the right time. The Bills on a good winning streak. If we would have asked this question 2 weeks ago, we would have said the 49ers before they played the Ravens. These are, legit questions that we should think about. And we can keep adding to these questions next week, especially during the playoffs.
I agree with the three teams you said. Even when it comes to the 49ers, just because they lost a game don't mean they ain't peaking. I mean, that's just one setback, but they still dominating the NFC. So I ain't gonna count them short. Just like the Cowboys, hey, they rolling. I mean, one downfall don't make a team disappear. They still there.
Oh man, they had lost 2. They were about to lose 3 back to back if the referees didn't win that game last week. That would have been 3 back to back.
Truthfully, if you look at mock brackets, they got like KC and Buffalo, Cleveland and Jacksonville. The first games to lose, first teams out. You can easily pick them on these mock brackets they got going on. Y'all gonna have a tough first game, Kelly. To be real though, if y'all do end up facing KC, that's gonna be a tough ass game.
I don't think so. We beat KC.
It's gonna be tough.
We play up, man. We play up. We play up to our. That's one thing about the Bills. We play up. We don't play down. I mean, we play down when we playing these trash teams. We play up when we playing these good teams. We already beat Kansas City. Remember, we shut them out in the second half.
Yeah, so y'all beat Kansas City at home.
Kansas City ain't got no offense. Kansas City, we beat Kansas City at home that time. That was at home.
No, in the playoff. They're home in the playoff.
It don't matter. Kansas City ain't got an offense this year. They can't move the ball enough. If the Bills are moving the ball and Josh ain't throwing 5 interceptions, Kansas City ain't got the chance because Kansas City ain't got no offense. They only average about 13 points a game this year. Kansas City usually be averaging about 35 points. They averaging 13 points a game this year.
Let me ask you a question. Is it too late for teams to pick up players?
I don't know.
Only if they can get them off the practice squad.
If it ain't Dalvin Cook is a free agent. So if KC
I think they can sign them, they can't trade for them. That's all.
They Dalvin Cook free. So if they want to get somebody, they can go get Dalvin.
Yeah, because they say the Cowboys are looking at another offensive lineman right now.
Right.
Somebody just let go. So
yeah, you can promote from practice squads, but you just can't trade. That's all.
Right. And I wanted to touch on something else Kelly was talking about teams peaking. I don't want to forget the Pittsburgh Steelers and how they're figuring out ways to win too, and they snuck right back into the conversation. And I want to give Tom, what's their coach name?
Mike Tomlin.
I want to give him his flowers too, or whatever. For 17 straight years with a winning season.
Never lost.
Never had a losing season, and with not having a quarterback, all he had to go through he figured out ways to win. So
they look better. Their offense look better since they bench picking and they got Trubisky in there now. They scoring some points now.
You talking about baby Ben Roethlisberger? Yeah.
Yeah, he used to play. But and going back to that, that's still the Ravens division, the Browns division, Cincinnati, they all in the same division.
True.
So kudos to that division, man. That division holding it down for the NFL this year. They the only team, the only division that got all their teams got winning record.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
What team do y'all think can pull a Giants? Now you remember the 2 times Giants won, they weren't coming out the wild card spot.
Mm-hmm. That's a
So
good one.
who's more likely to come out this wild card spot this year and win it all?
That's a good one, Lewis. Because you remember the Giants got hot at the right time, won 8 straight games, and beat the Patriots that year. They didn't lose no games.
Hey, you might as well answer that one for yourself then. I might as well don't even call that team out. I'm tired of calling them out.
If I would say it would be the Steelers or the Browns.
You just see now. I'm confused now because you just said the Browns will be the first one to lose out.
They can be. It all depends on what Flacco you get.
Yeah, if I had to put one out there, I would say the Browns too. That they would be that team that could come out there and beat everybody or whatever. Because don't forget, I think the Browns is one of the teams that beat the Ravens out of their 3 losses.
They have. Yes, they did.
They got a defense that can force that can even if Joe Flacco having a bad game can force 5 turnovers.
Them boys
keeping them in the game. That's what I'm saying. I don't think. To me, I think they're one of the teams you don't want to see.
You're right. As long as Flacco healthy, he go down. Who do they got?
They'll bring back in. They had that black. They had a young black boy that was playing that backed up Deshaun Watson. I don't know his name, but it was a young black boy. You didn't even realize that Deshaun didn't play for 2 weeks because he was moving just like Deshaun and all of that.
Yeah, he reminded me of a young Lamar Jackson. I don't remember who you talking about. I got it.
So I mean, but let's hope. I mean, the team have rallied behind Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, he always had one of the best and the strongest arms in the NFL. So
he just never had the receivers.
He's throwing bombs now.
If he would have had the receivers, he would have broken a lot of records. He never had the receivers.
Yeah,
because defense.
He always had a defense, and he was more of a game manager. Most of the time, hand the ball off, throw the ball for the first down when we need it. So you're right. Now he did have Deshaun Jackson for a while. He used to throw it up there and let D-Jack run it down, but that was only for about a year or two.
Yeah, Steve Smith too. But
that's what I meant. That's what I'm talking about. Steve Smith. I said Deshaun Jackson, but it was Steve Smith. I don't think it was Jackson. I think it was Smith. That's what I meant. You're right. I knew it was one of them little fast, quick jokers. Okay, one more question. Oh, we kind of talked about it. I asked what was the top 2 weakest teams in the playoffs, and we kind of discussed them. So those were my curveballs for the week. And we can build on these. We can start, once the playoffs get in, we can kind of really dive into where we see the teams at. We're gonna have to.
Let me throw one in there. Who the best quarterback in the league right now? Who the top QB?
That's hard.
When you go off stats and everything, though.
Dak Prescott.
Dak
by
Prescott.
far. It's Dak by far.
Yes, sir.
Because the MVP battle has been between him and Purdy pretty much the majority of the season. Lamar Jackson just jumped in there and stole it after he beat. They just gave it to him once they beat the 49ers. But you look at the stats. Dak got them all in passing yards, touchdowns, QBR. He winning it hands down.
Every category.
Every category, Dak got the best stats.
That was a loaded question. That was a loaded question.
It wasn't loaded. I think
but I do think I'm gonna tell you. I think it's a few quarterbacks that are playing awesome. I ain't gonna just put it on Dak. I'm gonna put it on. Let's be for real. The Lions quarterback. He's been a resurgent. Yes, that joker. He's balling. You got Lamar's balling. Purdy is balling, although he looked bad last weekend. He threw them three or four interceptions. He looked bad, but
pressure.
It's a couple teams.
Purdy can't handle the pressure. And that's why I
That's it.
say,
Look, guys.
that's why I say, if Philly get healthy on D, they're gonna put so much pressure on his ass. It's
He'll
gonna be the
fold.
same. It's gonna be the same type ball game. That's why
Hey,
why I say Philly got a chance to beat the 49ers because they if the bracket stay the way they is, they'll play them before we do. And if they defense get healthy, 49ers better look out.
Y'all got to realize, Purdy, this is his first full year. His first full year now. The other quarterbacks we talking about been in the league at least 5 years. Even Dak been in about 5, 6, 7. He's been in there a while now. So you got Dak that's been in there. I'm gonna just say 5+. You got we talked about Lamar. He been in there 5+.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the Lions quarterback Goff. He's been in there 5+. We talk, and then you got Purdy that this is first full year. He's gonna only get. I think he's gonna only get better with time.
That's true.
And what do y'all think about? We supposed to be condensed. I'm sorry, kind of.
I'm good.
It came to be a full show. We're gonna get to our picks of the week and announce the winner of last week, which was Lou DC Sniper was the winner of last week. Beat me by 1 game because I picked the Titans and he picked. I picked the Texans and I picked the Titans or something, and that 1 game cost
the Texans. I picked the Texans.
And I picked the Titans, and I think the Texans ended up winning that game.
They did.
So yeah, so that's how I lost that. Dang, I lost my freaking train of thought. God, I had an awesome comment too, but I lost it. Shoot. Okay, I guess we'll just go right into our picks this week because man, what were we talking about, guys? What was the last thing we talked about? We were talking about something.
We was talking about the quarterbacks. Yeah,
the quarterback. So I mean, I think there's some awesome quarterbacks out there, but I think I think Purdy might be the future. I think he might be the future.
He's part of it.
Yeah,
he might be the future.
Part of it. He's part of the new wave.
But I'm gonna tell you somebody that's gonna be trouble. I'm gonna call him my little kid brother from the Texans. Man, I'm sorry to see him get hurt. I'm sorry to see him get hurt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I do want to shout out the college. We are a football podcast. I do want to shout out the college bowl games last night. Alabama went down to Michigan, and the Texas Longhorns went down to Washington State. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I ain't never seen that quarterback from Washington State play, but oh man, that lefty got an arm, and them wide receivers. I don't know who them wide receivers are, but if they 1-on-1, they catch every ball that's thrown to them if they playing 1-on-1. Did y'all watch that game last night?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I watched.
Did you see? Man, that guy, that quarterback for Washington State was just flinging that thing. He reminded me of Michael Vick. When Michael Vick used to just kind of flick his wrist and it go about 70 yards in the air. Yeah. But I feel like he's more accurate than Michael Vick. I mean,
he dropped down.
That joker be throwing that thing, and no wide receivers, all of them look like they going in the first round because if they're 1-on-1, they catch everything that's thrown to them. I don't care if it's behind them, they got to look up over their head that way, or if it's over that shoulder, or just outrun you. But okay, let's get to our picks because that's where we make the money at. So our first pick of the week is the Steelers versus the Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah, I think everybody. That's everybody Ravens, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Texans against the Colts.
Texans.
Even though the Colts look like they're gonna make the playoffs, I'm still picking the Texans.
I'm going with the Colts because I don't pick them 3 straight weeks, and I believe I won every time.
The Colts, they've been squeaking by too.
Mm-hmm.
They might beat the Texans, but I'm gonna pick the Texans.
Jaguar versus the Titans.
Jaguars.
I'm going with the Jaguars.
Definitely Jaguar.
That's Monday night game or Sunday night game, whichever one.
North Carolina playing Pitt right now, too, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
The Vikings versus the Lions. I'm gonna go with the Lions.
I got the Lions.
The Lions.
Lions.
The Falcons versus the Saints.
Saints.
I can't remember who the Saints quarterback is. But I'm going.
Carr, and then
I'm going-
Taysom Hill back up. Is back up.
I'm going with the Saints because the Falcons lost to the Panthers, and I ain't picked them ever since then.
I'm going with the Saints too.
What about you,
Falcons.
Yeah,
They probably gonna lose, but I'm gonna pick.
Yeah, you usually pick the Falcons and the Panthers a
I'm
lot.
going for the upset.
All right, what about the Jets against
it up a little bit.
What about the Jets versus the Patriots? I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
I'm going with the Jets.
Ooh,
Mm,
that's a hard one too.
Because ain't the Jets on the brink of going to the playoffs?
Heck no.
I'm still
don't think so.
They on the bubble, ain't they?
They on the bubble.
I don't think so.
It's a long shot, but I think they're gonna go and ball out.
No, I think they were one of the first ones. I think they in the same place where Carolina, the Commanders, and all of them at. That's home.
They got some wins.
I'm going with the Patriots.
I am too. What did Junior say? What do you say, Jay? Can you hear me? I was looking at you. You gone? Hello?
He there.
I can't hear you, man. What happened?
I had just got a phone call. When you get a phone call, it mutes everything.
Oh, I put my stuff on Do Not
Yeah.
Disturb, but that's because I don't want to interrupt the show being the person that's running it all.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Jets versus Patriots. Give me the Patriots.
Y'all the only one that picked the Jets. I'm talking about. That's my upset.
Okay, we got the Bucks versus the Panthers. I'm going with the Bucks.
Man, if you think anybody picking the Panthers at this point,
Give me the Bucks.
besides Aunt Angela, all right, yeah, I'll take the Bucks.
All right. Browns versus the Bengals. I'm going with the Browns.
The Browns.
Browns. You ain't picking your Bengals.
Nah, man. No.
You gotta go down with the Titanic,
Stay
man.
with your squad, man.
Nah, not this week. I ain't. Browns in my top five. Cause I ain't gonna pick against my top five. Now, if the Bengals are in my top five, I wouldn't be picking I'll pick the Bengals. I got the Browns. the Bears versus the Packers.
I got the Bears.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bears.
Give me the Packers.
Give me the Packers.
Yeah, love doing his thing, but I'm going
But
with
the Browns is too. The Bears
Yeah.
winning.
I'm going
Bears
with
on a
the
winning streak.
Yeah, they are. Packers supposed to be in the playoff, but it's a crazy ending to this season. I'm gonna tell you that now. Crazy ending.
Yep.
All right, this is gonna be my co-host game of the week. We got the Commanders versus the Cowboys. I'm going to Cowboys.
Like Jimmy Johnson say, how about them Cowboys?
Me, I'm at
And Skip Bayless say that too.
it depends on if we got Jacoby Brissett playing. I'll say the Commanders, man. That hurt my.
I'm about to say, don't talk to me going against my team.
I'm gonna stay with my team. I ain't scared.
Yeah, don't be like Kelly.
Ain't like, hey, you see that back there? That's about the best W we gonna have.
How would I go and pick against the team that I've been protecting this whole entire podcast every time somebody crap on them?
That's been Buffalo and the Bengals all season. Buffalo Bengals.
Hey, you know what that means? You know what Buffalo Bengals? Boo boo. There you go. There it is. B&B.
See, but the difference is I quit picking. If you ain't noticed, but I quit picking Cincinnati ever since the quarterback went down.
You still got to ride down with the ship.
Yeah, ride or die.
Okay.
Kelly said this ain't the Titanic. He ain't going there.
I ain't saying that. I'm saying why pick a team? Why potentially lose the picks for the week? Because I'm going with a team where I know they ain't got a quarterback to move the ball to do nothing.
You gotta do it, baby.
See, that's me. I'm diehard. I roll with mine. Whether I know we're gonna lose or not, I roll with mine, baby.
Kelly would have been out there with one of them headboards floating on the water. Don't hit that iceberg. Kelly would have been already.
Hey, he said water too cold.
Hey, look. That's why I ain't won that many, because I roll. I stick to my gun. Hey, look, it don't bother me at all.
Right.
I'm gonna roll with who I roll with.
Okay, with the Broncos against the Ravens.
Really?
Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, I ain't picking the Broncos no more. Cause I don't like how they did
Russell Wilson
guy from North Carolina. Yeah,
I'm with you.
That's bad business.
Yeah.
I'm Raiders. I like their new coach. I like the Raiders.
I'm gonna tell you that though. They would have to bench me if I was Russell. Give me my money.
They did bench.
That's why he ain't worried about it.
Hey, look,
they did bench him.
That's what I would do.
That's $42 million for the next 2 years if he sit out.
I sit right on the bench with my leg crawl, collecting my check. Get my
No, actually, he can go somewhere like that. Need a quarterback, like Commander.
They gotta buy him out his contract.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on, wait.
Ain't nobody buying it.
Some of it is guaranteed money. The money that they talking about. The money, but that $37 million is guaranteed anyway. So he could be playing for another. He could be playing for another team, and he could still get that money. No, the question is not the contract. It's that insurance clause. He got an insurance clause that they don't want to pay, not the contract.
The $84 million insurance.
Yeah, that's if he get hurt. If he get hurt, he still get paid the $75 million. That's what they don't want to pay.
Exactly, and that's the insurance clause. But that's guaranteed. No, they're asking to waive that insurance clause.
And he ain't doing it. I wouldn't do it either.
Jack.
I think it's this.
See, I need y'all. See, but what y'all have to do? Y'all know the whole story. The story was they asked him. Hold on, the story was they asked him to. The story was they asked him to either waive that $37 million
or sit the bench.
So because if you get hurt or something like that before they got to pay him that money no matter what by May.
Okay, it's a contract, right?
So with that being said, that was the insurance part. That wasn't his playing part. That was his insurance part. That all of this is over.
Okay, I'll put it like this, Kelly. If I give you a leased Corvette that's worth $200,000 and you can't drive over 100,000 miles for a year, and it gets to month 11, and you only have 50,000 miles, and I say, you know what? You're not gonna make it now. I gotta pay you this money. I just need you to restructure it back so that we don't have to come out the pocket. You gonna do it?
Well, no, I mean, I agree with y'all. What y'all was saying, I just wanted to put out the information that it wasn't his player contract; it was the insurance clause that kept causing all the issues.
Yeah. And they know he's not injured, so they're like, "Can you restructure this so that we can not have to pay you this much money?"
Right, and then they're gonna get rid of him. And then they're getting rid of him.
So I'd have been like, "Nah, you just gonna pay me."
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, don't give them that money back. Why would you do that? They ain't gonna give no money back. They ain't gonna say, oh man, because you took me to the Super Bowl, and it ain't in the contract, but I'm gonna just give you an extra $80 million. They ain't gonna never do that. So why? I mean,
the only reason why I say it is because that was a definitive piece of why he picked the Broncos, even over the Commanders, because we were offering just about the same amount of money. But when they threw that clause in there, that's why he took it.
And check it, they still on the bubble to go to the playoffs. So why would they daggone do that to him? They did that to him like three games ago. You know what I'm saying? So this just coming out so we can hear it. But Russell, I listened to Russell out of his own mouth. They did this about 3 games ago. So
Right.
why would them in the playoff hunt would they come to him and say some bull jive like that? I
No,
would have
no, it
told
was
him, I'm sitting the bench.
it was more like it was like 7, 8 games ago. He said back in
It might have
October.
been. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah.
Well, and like I said, I agree with everything everybody's saying. I wouldn't give them back a dime. They will pay
No,
me, but I'll
that's
be
what caused me
playing
to
for
go.
I'll be playing for another team, and I'll be getting that money that the team playing me with that new contract, and then the Broncos will still be paying me too.
Same thing
Straight like
RG3
that.
did. That's the same thing. That
Straight
same
like that.
structure. That strange structure on that insurance is the same reason why RG3 left and went to the Browns and still is getting $56 million from us
Mhm.
while playing on the
Yeah, I
Browns.
mean, I would do that too. I mean, you
Yeah,
know, I would
yeah.
go somewhere else. I might not even ask for. I might ask for the going rate, maybe you know what, 50 million a year instead. He might be getting paid a whole lot more than that. I would get the going rate. You know, I wouldn't. I'll get like level B money, not level A money for a team to get me because I'm still getting money from them. So
Another thing.
yeah, so that's what I would do.
Yeah.
But we are running a little long, so we'll carry on. I got the Eagles against the Giants. Who do y'all got? 'Cause
Really?
the Eagles ain't showing me nothing no more, but I'm gonna still pick the Eagles against the Giants.
I'm about to say.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles too.
Yeah.
The Giants like
Yeah.
to beat them last week before last.
Yeah,
I don't even want to even ask that one.
Definitely.
Okay. All right, we got the Seahawks versus the 49ers. I'm going with the Niners.
Niners.
Okay.
You said the Seahawks against the 49ers?
Yep.
I'm going with the Niners, but the Seahawks might be.
I don't think they got two consistent quarterback play enough for me. Geno Smith, he got to get
Yeah, I'll go
more
49ers.
consistent.
All they need to do is
I'll go 40. 49ers at home too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go 49ers.
All right, the next game, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I'm a Chiefs fan, and if the Chargers were playing better and more consistent, I would go with the Chargers. But you got the Chiefs versus the Chargers.
Chiefs.
But I'm going with the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
But the Chargers just sorry. But if they were playing better, I would think if they were scoring some points, I would pick the Chargers because I don't think the Chiefs could score enough points.
Chiefs.
Were you trying to make a decision, Lewis?
Huh? Well, I said 49ers.
Oh, we talking about the Chiefs versus the Chargers.
Oh, I said Chiefs.
Okay. Trying to make sure everybody getting their right pick. So
No, for some reason on my football pool, I had Seahawks versus the Cardinals. I don't know why.
Oh no!
I'll pick that later.
Hold on, hold on. Because I got it up on my computer. Let me double check. I double checked. I made sure I didn't make no mistakes this week, but I am human. Yes, Chiefs versus Chargers.
Okay.
Hold up. Oh snap! I made a mistake, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Cardinals playing the
Cardinals playing the Seahawks, and the Rams play the 49ers.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
How did I mix that up?
It's all right. Hey, players mess up.
Cardinals. So it's the Cardinals versus the Seahawks.
And I got the Cardinals.
Me too.
That little Murray bag.
That little fast little juggle cutting up, baby. Hey,
Boy, that little jumper throw that thing too, boy.
Yeah, he do.
He do. Boy, yeah.
So you going with the Cardinals too, Junior? Ernest Junior.
I'm on the fence with that one. When y'all changed the game with me on that one.
How did I mess that up?
Because Cardinals at home, bro.
I'm on Cardinals at home.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Give me the Cardinals.
I'm going with the Seahawks.
Give me the Cardinals.
I'm going with the Seahawks.
Hey, and then in that Rams 49ers, I still got a 49ers.
Yep.
Shoot, the
49ers.
Rams hot too. Them jokers on about a 5-game winning streak.
Who, the Rams?
I'm still going with the 49ers.
They gonna
I'm
fall
going
short. 49ers at home.
Yeah, I'm going 49ers. But I think it's gonna be a shootout.
Oh, it will be.
Yeah, 49ers.
They gonna come down to a field goal.
They ain't gonna want to lose no.
Bills against the Dolphins. Prime
Dolphins.
time.
Fins up.
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I'm going with the Bills.
Yeah. Hey, you can go ahead and
I'm
count
going
that
with the
in.
Bills.
You can count
I'm
that
going with the
in.
Bills.
Yeah.
I don't know why y'all be thinking the Dolphins ain't still. Dolphins only beat one ranked team. That was the Cowboys.
Hey,
I
we're
don't know why
gonna
y'all
have
be
this
thinking.
talk next week.
Man,
Let's talk next week.
Lord, man.
Boy, hey, you better be glad my girl ain't hear you say nothing about fins up. She's from Miami.
Mm. So the games that's going to be in question, we have a few. I was the only one to pick the Colts.
Oh, hold on.
Joey.
Hold on. What I picked with the Broncos Raiders? I picked the Broncos though.
Broncos, Raiders, yeah. No, you picked Raiders. Do you want the Broncos?
Yeah, give me Broncos. I ain't picking no Raiders.
Yes, you did, but I'll change it.
Who's the Broncos quarterback?
I nobody could. Well, maybe you did. Nobody. I took
Sean
because
Payton?
I said because I made a comment. I ain't picking the Broncos the rest of the year because the way they did this, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and I thought
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
said, "Yeah, me too, me
Yeah,
too, me too."
No, I picked the Raiders.
I ain't never picked.
Give me the Raiders.
I picked the Raiders because I told you I like their
And
coach.
that's what I said. I
No,
said
I said
I
the
remember-
Raiders because I like
remember
their
y'all-
coach.
Yeah, I remember y'all picking. Then I got up and checked my food, and I didn't ever pick on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Broncos. I've been picking.
Yeah, I'm picking the Raiders.
See, that's
I like
how
what he
you
doing
say,
down
you
there.
stick-
I like what
stick
head
with
coach
what
doing
you
down there.
stick to.
okay. This is what we got. The games that'll make the decision will be the Texans versus the Colts because I picked the Colts. Everybody else picked the Texans. The Falcons versus the Saints. Ernest Jr. picked the Falcons. Everybody else picked the Saints. Jets versus Pats. Lewis picked the Pats. Lewis picked the Jets. Everybody else picked Patriots. Bears versus Packers. It was split down the middle. Cowboys versus Commanders. Everybody except for Lewis picked the Cowboys. Broncos versus Raiders. Everybody but Junior picked the Raiders. Seahawks versus Cardinals. Everybody but me picked the Cardinals. And then Bills versus Dolphins. Everybody but me picked the Dolphins. So those are the games.
So
With that being said, guys, we ran super long. This was the longest one of the year when it's supposed to be a condensed one, but time flies when you're having fun.
That's it.
So I want to bless everybody a very prosperous week. Stay safe out there, and much love goes to all y'all guys. Love y'all.
Right,
Love
right,
you too.
good job.
Love, fellas.
Love y'all. Dude.